This one's gonna sting. If you're here to hear what you want, this ain't your bar. Because we're about to talk about quitting something I gave hours to. About a space that grew toxic around me. About fake growth, maskless hate. And about how overthinking almost made me give up on all. But if you've been there, in the pressure, in the spiral, in the storm, welcome. This one's for you. Welcome to episode 5 of the Wolves Bar, Triggers, Tilt, and Truth. Let's get this out of the way first. I quit Valorant. Not with rage, not with salt, just silence. I closed the game one day, on stream, and I realized I'm not enjoying this anymore. I'm enduring it, but I'm not enjoying it. It wasn't a game, it was performance. It was judgment. It was exhaustion dressed up as fun. I'd finish a match and feel like I lost even when I won. I wasn't bad. I just stopped feeling good in that space. You ever feel like that? Like the thing you used to love now feels like a test you're failing every day. That was Valorant, and it wasn't worth my peace anymore. I stepped out not because I lost. I left because I needed to win my headspace back. Now let's talk about FPS culture in general. And before you flame me, hear this. I don't hate shooters. I love precision. I love tension. I love competition. But what I don't love is the environment that surrounds it. The moment you queue up, it's a battlefield. And not just in the game. It's mic checks loaded with ego. It's chat messages filled with slurs, lexes, fake masculinity. It's vibes that die the moment you miss one shot. And it becomes this cycle. You play to win. You lose, so you play again. You win, but you're empty, so you play again. And somewhere in all that, you lose yourself. Not all FPS communities are like this, but a lot are. And if your safe space becomes your stress zone, you don't need to toughen up. You don't need to flex fake masculinity. And you don't need to be all them kids or teenagers or people my age who are stuck in the basement and just flame because they think they're better. But in general, they live in the basement. You don't. Let me say something else that might burn. Hating on others won't make your channel grow. Hating on others won't make you better than them. And also hating on others again won't make your life better. You can drop hot takes, throw shade, call out names, and yeah, you might get some clicks. You might befriend somebody because he hates him too, because he's the same dumbass as you are. But it's a short-term fire, because the guy that is with you at some point is gonna grow, and you're gonna start hate on him too. He gets a better job than you hate. He gets something else better than you hate. You get the drama builds buzz. But legacy needs depth. The ones who hate publicly are often just loud about their own insecurity. If I can build it, I'll tear theirs down. That's the mindset. That's the shit. That's why most people are not happy. Just because of that. They are stuck in this loop with the thing that they have, like I said in the previous segment, that they have that fake masculinity, and that hate is gonna help them grow. It won't. That's pure jealousy. Just right there. I've seen creators tear each other apart. The hopes that flame will light their brand. But you know what happens to fire without fuel? It burns fast. then it's gone. They don't hate you. They hate you keep going when they stopped. That's why they hate you. They hate you because you have the balls to be honest, to be real, to be out there, to talk like a normal person, to talk about your achievements. And they hate you and the circle. Even though they don't say it, they hate all of the circle. Just because when you say something, they are happy, you are happy. That's not critique, lads. That's jealousy in a cosplay. Now let's talk about the word behind your eyes, in your brain. Anxiety, overthinking. You're trying to sleep and your brain is doing a podcast without you. You're planning your life and your mind is imagining everything that could go wrong. I lived in that storm. I still visit it sometimes, not that often. But there's the truth I learned. Not every thought deserves a throne. Not every doubt is prophecy. Not every fear is future. Sometimes it's just noise. Old fear, trauma echoes. If you keep overthinking, it's because you were trained to expect the worst. So it doesn't hurt as much when it happens. But the truth is, that kind of protection just becomes self-destruction over time. All that anxiety is gonna shut off your brain and you're gonna think only bad things. And you're gonna get depressed just because of that anxiety. You don't need to shut your brain off. You just need to remember, a bar has music, has talk, and has chaos. But you choose who gets the mic. You don't hand your anxiety the spotlight, and you don't let your fear to host the show. Here's the howl of the week, lads. I didn't quit my health. I didn't rage. I realized. I didn't lose. I left what was killing me. Let the world chase noise. You chase your peace. Be you. That was episode 5. Triggers, tilt, and truth. The last of the first pre-recorded batch. The most honest one so far. More to come, I think. Probably. I dropped Valorant, but maybe. And you're thinking of dropping something too. I walked away from toxic spaces. And maybe you're still standing in one. I stopped letting my thoughts ruin the bar. And maybe it's time you took the mic back and say the word. Thank you for sticking through these episodes. And dropping something is a good thing. Leaving a toxic group and toxic spaces is a good thing. And also, grabbing the mic and stop letting thoughts run your bar and host your show is a pleasure. YouTube visuals are still rolling, Spotify is still rolling, coffee is growing, and the wolves, we are still howling, lads. Until next time, stay grounded, stay sharp, and never sell your soul.